There's always room for more. No, I will not be picking one because why choose, right? Hey YouTube, what's up? I'm Lucy. I'm new here and this is my first video, so I apologize for the cringiness ahead. But anyways, I wanted to go ahead and do a book tag video. I saw Larry Reed's do one of these and I thought it would be a fun way to do like an introduction to me video for my very first YouTube video. So a little about me, I started on Book Talk in like December timeframe and I figured out that I really like making these videos and I think they're really fun. So I figured why not? God damn, that was my dog shaking. Anywho, so I am actually going to be using this jar here. Fun fact, this jar is actually me and my besties' TBR jar that we use to pick our next read once we finish a book. I have a bunch of questions in here and let's just get started, shall we? So, I love that sound. First question, top book boyfriends at the moment. So, of course, Zayden Meadows, he will always be mine. My other book boyfriends include Zayden Ryerson, Tristan Kane, Dante Maroney, and Castile. Those are my like 5 that I have right now. There's always room for more. No, I will not be picking one because why choose, right? All right, next up, which fictional character would you be besties with? So for me, I think I would probably be besties with like Poppy from Blood and Ash, or even Morana Vitalio from the Dark Verse series. Both of those girls are not afraid to speak their mind and I think they're badasses. And me, I'm very quiet and more of the like person to be just like too shy to say anything. So I tend to get along well with the people who are more like out there and like will speak their mind, because I'm like, you speak my mind for me too? Yeah, you got me. All right, next up we have a series you want to read this year. I'm so happy you asked. Actually, nobody asked, but let me grab them real fast. So, one of the series that I have physically that I want to read, this one, it is the Don't Let Me series by Kelsey Ray, and I actually ordered these off of TikTok Shop from Kelsey Ray herself. And look at this, she signs the first copy for you. One of the other series that I really want to read is the Bridgerton series. You can see them up there peeking out a little bit. So I have the collector's books because they're fucking gorgeous, so why not? But I've actually never read the series, so right next to it, I'm trying to collect all of the Bridgerton paperbacks. So what is your favorite genre? So my favorite genre, if you cannot tell by the bookshelves behind me, is romance, specifically dark romance. If you're going to read dark romance, definitely read your trigger warnings. But I absolutely love them. I think the plots are always so interesting, and I mean the spine. But I absolutely love dark romance. I love also just like the cutesy romance that makes you want to kick your feet and giggle. I'm growing to love fantasy. I've only read a few fantasy series, one being from Blood and Ash and one being Fourth Wing, and I absolutely loved them. So I'm growing onto fantasy or romantasy. And then we have, what is your all-time favorite book? Ooh, I will take any opportunity to talk about this duet, so BRB. My favorite book of all time. Both of these babies right here. I absolutely love the cat and mouse duet. I think it is fantastic. If you're gonna read it, check your trigger warnings, especially for the second book. The second book has way more triggers in it, but the plot in both of the books is fantastic. The spice is spicy, and I absolutely, these are like my bread and butter right here. Like, I absolutely freaking love this series so much. And if you're wondering, no, you cannot read one without the other. You have to read book 1, and then book 1 actually ends on a cliffhanger, so you have to jump right into book 2. Next, who do you wish you could take to dinner? So if we're talking about dinner, like on a date, it would definitely be Zayden Meadows or Dante Maroney. Honestly, even Tristan Kane. If you've read the Darkverse series, you know Tristan Kane knows his way around a restaurant. But if we're talking friend-wise, I would have to say Poppy from Blood and Ash. I would love to take her to dinner just so to like hear her adventures and hear her stories. That would be really, really interesting. All right, moving on. What book do you always recommend? For people who have already read spicy books, and especially if you've already read dark romance, I always recommend The Cat and Mouse Duet. Love it. Any chance I get to talk about that book, I will bring it the fuck up. But recently, I've also been recommending the Darkverse series as well. I absolutely love the Darkverse series, and I'm only on book 4. Like, I'm getting ready to start book 4, and absolutely love it. It's fantastic. The plot is insane from the first book. Like, it keeps you hooked. And then for the spice, like, it does have spice, but it's not like overbearing spice. So like, for example, I have a best friend who got me the entire series for Christmas, and I'm trying to get her to read the book because she's not super big on like books that have a ton of spice in it, but she loves books with plot. And I'm like, please read the Darkverse series. Like, it's so good. So good. Anytime like anything happens in that book, I'm literally calling her up and I'm like, yo, guess what the fuck just happened? Because it's that good. How many books do I want to read this year? So I set a reading goal of 100 books. Now, if I get to that, I get to that. If I don't get to that, that's fine too. I don't want to put a whole lot of pressure on like a reading goal. I really just want to read for fun. But this year I am a stay-at-home mom now, and so I have a ton more time. So what to expect from this account? So, like I said, I'm new. So expect a lot of cringiness and awkwardness because that's who I am. But also I don't know what I'm doing, so expect a lot of that. You can also expect a lot of bookish content. I do have a book talk, so if you want to follow me over there, it is the same username at Lucy's Bookish Corner, and I will be doing like YouTube shorts, reposting my TikToks to YouTube shorts over here, as well as I'll be doing longer videos like this one. I also want to do kind of like a book club type video. Now, it's not really a book club, there's 2 of us, it's me and my best friend, but I do want to do some videos with her, like when we finish a book, come on here, talk to you guys about the book that we read, and go through like our quotes and, you know, do all of that fun stuff. And then obviously pick our next read with you guys as well. If you guys want to leave a comment down below, let me know what kind of content you guys like to see or want to see from me, just to give me some ideas. I am open to suggestions because I'm new and I don't really know what I'm doing. So moving on. What are your current reads? I am reading Phantom by H.D. Carlton. This one is actually my buddy read book that I'm reading with one of my best friends. Next book that I am getting ready to start, but I haven't started yet, but I will be starting it today, is The Finisher by Runex, which is book 4 in the Darkverse series. Absolutely loving this series so far, and I'm really excited to get into this book. All right, last one. Do you per ebook, physical, or audiobooks? So I actually prefer physical. I love to just like open the book and see like that physical progression. That's how you talk. Now, if it is dual POV, I will definitely try and get the audiobook if I can, because the audiobooks with the physical book in dual POV is just like chef's fucking kiss. Now for Kindle, I do have a Kindle, and the only time that I use my Kindle is to read books that I'm already reading physically, and I'm just like out and about, like at a doctor's appointment or something like that, and then I pick up my Kindle. But other than that, I really prefer the physical books, especially, I mean, I like to have a trophy case, so yeah. But that is the video, and if you stayed through this entire awkwardness, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. And if you're able to, please subscribe down below and comment what you guys want to see from this account. Like I said, I'm new. I think I've said that like 20 million times. I'll keep saying it because I'm new. But thank you so much for sticking around. I'm super excited for this journey. If you have a TikTok, please follow me over on my book talk. I post on there as well. And I also post on my Instagram. Bye!